Hey, sir. What's going on? Or no. Nothing from sir. What is up? We're lowering Dan's car today. The Genesis. Putting it on coilovers. He got some HSD coilovers. We're going to slam the thing. He already got this side in. Got the maxed out because he just wants to be dumped. He said he doesn't care if it's undrivable, he just wants to be dumped. We threw the wheel on just to check it, and it's got maybe 2 fingers of wheel gap, and it's got no weight on it compared to the weighted rear end. Oh yeah, it's good at, oh yeah. Dickheads. What's going on, Herbert?
Chilling.
Chilling?
Oh, that guy finally brought that damn fucking chair in. It's been sitting there for like 2 months. Literally sat there. It had 4 legs, now it got 3.
I think he was hoping that somebody would take
now
it.
Now it's going inside.
He's got the Sultan RS from GTA, the RS Turbo.
That Korean shit.
The Korean shit.
Still does the job.
Still does.
No club? Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You alright there?
No, he's white.
Reppin' the Rodnox Mod Shop shirt. Yeah. Said it right that time. Tongue twister there. Tongue twister.
Look at that beast.
Five hours later now, because we were dealing with the seized bolt on this thing. And that's what happens. You work on a car, and then you spend like at least 3 hours on one seized bolt. Never fails. So we got the front end done, but the seized bolt was in the rear. We finally got it out, so now Dan's got the HSDs in the rear here. Just waiting for the impact gun to charge up a little bit, the snap-on one. That way we can actually ram these things in here. Same side ready too, we just gotta get all those full impactors back in there. Front's a whole lot lower though. But we've been working on the Lancer a bit too. We're trying to lower it a bit more. We got the back end lower. Can't really tell right now because it's jacked up and it's sitting on there. Buddy's got a chopper bike for him. That's awesome.
Look at the small wheel on the back.
But we lowered the rear more. Now we got it jacked up. I'm just waiting for the gun to charge as well so we can lower the front a bit more. Then next weekend, we're driving down to Toronto. That way we can get the head dowels from Garage 16 for that car. I already went and got the new cam dowel for the cam cover and the O-ring today from Honda. Ordered them in yesterday. So we're gonna drive these two, what are hopefully gonna be dumped by the end of this. We're gonna drive them down to Toronto next weekend. About an hour drive, but we're just gonna rip up and down the 401, have some fun. Go take some pictures on some spots downtown Toronto. We got it pretty low. Pretty low. We finally got the rear coils and Dan's car. We're about to lower it down, see how low it is. We got the Lancer finished up. Now it's dumped. We might end up lifting up the front end a little bit just to even it out with the rear. Because we lowered the front end twice and lowered the rear end once to try to kind of make it as low as we could. But the front end, you can even see, it looks lower than the rear end. So, I think we'll probably raise the front end and it'll be perfect. But it's pretty dumped now. Dan, were you almost ready?
Yeah, but so it's gonna be a
Yeah, slow, he says.
Well, you're jammed. Fuck, guy. It's okay, because it's so outside of it.
Spring's going in the right spot.
You're one sandwich away from being fat or something like that.
Yeah, probably one of the funniest. Well, eventually sportsman.
Are they not in the right spot?
This side's lower. Like, this side's first.
Perfect.
Right after the credit.
So fucked up.
Yeah.
So,
The second the credits came on, I left.
Samuel Jackson and the other lady that's with him all the time, this right-hand woman, she was with him in the car, and then they're driving, and out of nowhere, fucking car just swerves right at him. People excited, right? Because they're all evaporated. So then he gets out of the car with the lady as she starts to evaporate, and then goes onto his phone and everything.
Yeah.
Like this, as he's clicking and he's
It's
going,
a-
and then
There she goes. You're dumped now. All the way around.
but it showed. I don't know who the hell it was. I'm like, what's this, Captain Marvel? What the hell's happening?
Nice.
Because there's
Fucking right on.
Success.
Definitely needed to get rid of the collars.
He said to watch after that, but Jason or Connor did say there was stuff after that. I honestly laughed. I was like, that. Like when the credits rolled, I'm like, I'm not fucked up. I don't even know what to say. Like,
Jeez. All done though. Got the coils in. We finally got that seized up bolt out of there. I just took a wrench to it and just heaved on it, and it finally broke loose from in the bushing down there on the lower control arm in the rear.
I'm gonna have to pull forward so you can take the wood out.
and then
Door off the jack stand.
that's right, yes.
About to go drive it for the first time. He's just got to turn the dampening up on the fronts.
This is a lot more difficult when it's lower.
I didn't think it was going to be as easy as you were trying to make it out to be.
It's actually not that bad.
And you're pretty low. You need space.
Oh, sorry, Herbert.
See wheels eventually, but I'm not just buying wheels for the sake of wheels. I want to buy lighter wheels for the performance. Let's do
Let's try her out. Don't run over my tools. Oh. Just a little wampus now. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I need a lighter.
Here we go. Let's go right.
This is what I didn't want. I don't want to have to fight myself.
It drives pretty nice.
I mean, okay. Maybe it's my fucking.
driving pretty nice. Whoa, yeet. It's driving pretty good though. It feels definitely a little bit stiffer and a little bit more solid, but what do you think? How do you like them?
I like it.
He likes
Feels
it.
way better. Feels tighter.
That's what she said.
The steering is definitely like, I don't know if that's my toe or whatever, but
Definitely feels a little bit more responsive. Oh, almost trudged to run everything over. Yeah, right over the wood. Right over the wood. Hey guys, Jake from Nissan here. What is up? Drove the car to work today because I didn't really drive it after we lowered it. And it's no good. Basically, took a corner doing like 50. Basically, the front here, the tire, it was rubbing on the metal up in there. And that was no good. And then the bottom also sounds like it's doing some janky shit too. So I'm not about that. And the steering wheel was way offset, which I expected. I was going to do an alignment on it at work on Tuesday. I was pretty much anticipating that, but the issue is it's Monday right now, and I have to drive to Toronto on Saturday. Dan and I were going to drive both the lower dailies down there to go pick up some parts for this car, and there's no way I'm driving it like that. No way in hell. I'm going to end up with a flat tire on the side of the road. So I have no other option other than to raise it back up a little bit tonight. That way I can do the alignment on it tomorrow so I don't have to rip it apart again. And then it'll be good to go for the weekend. So I'm going to get on that now. Hopefully set it up right. I don't want wheel gap in the rear, but I'm going to try to set it pretty much perfect so I don't have issues. And we'll have to see how this goes.
Like, I'm like, please take the park down. There's fucking like, oh my god.
So I believe
He's a bit of a handful. He's
uh
not bad. Like, I don't want to say bad.
it's hard to really see, but I believe it was scratching up here. I believe that's where my tire is rubbing. Try to take a good look around and see if I can really see any signs of rubbing. It must have been rubbing up there. Cause well, you know what, it rubbed more on the other side. So I took the corner today. And I heard it from this side. Oh, I think I see rub signs up there. It was 100% like tires screaming on metal. So we'll pop off this valence. You can tell I take the stuff apart regularly. It comes off like butter.
There was pigs there. There was 2 pigs. Of the turkey. None of it. Turkey was looking at her like this. He was literally. She was rubbing up against the size of Kirby. Bigger than Kirby, actually. Much bigger than Kirby. I got video of that. There's so much.
Alright, so I got the coil back in now. Basically what we did, because we wanted to try to get it lower, because that's the type of people we are, and we were left without adult supervision. And basically, we took the collar out, took one of them out, that way we could lower it a bit more. It'll still lock, but we could just lower it an extra decent bit there. And yeah, as you guys saw, that gave too many issues, and it was definitely rubbing on this side this morning during that one corner. And so I threw the collar back in. I gotta just throw it back together, go to the other side, and then we gotta do the rears. We're gonna put one more collar back in the rear. And yeah, all the collars will be back in, and it'll basically be where it was before we started dicking around with it. But worth a try. So this side's back together now. Just gotta throw the stab in. We're gonna set them to even heights all the way around before we do that. That way we don't have to heave on the sway bar and it just lines up, fits like a glove. So on to the other side. It's raining. Alright, so it's raining now. Hopefully it doesn't last, but I'm just gonna work away on this thing. Might not get much videoing in because I don't want the camera to get wet. But hopefully I can get a bit more in of this. If not, I'll definitely take a video when it stops. Alright guys, so I'm still working on it. Just finished up the front, so I'm gonna lower it down. And then we're going to start the backs. It is still raining out here, so I still can't record. So I'm just going to get these backs done real quick, and then I'll come back to it and finish up the video afterwards. Alright guys, so I'm sweating balls. The rain made it really hot in here, but we finished it up. I drove it around the block. It drives fine now. No rubbing, no clunking. It's still pretty damn low. It's even all the way around, just like before. Except I'm not gonna die driving that in the 400 now. So I'm pretty happy with it. I think everyone's coming over again next week and we're going to Toronto. Then after that they're all gonna be over here. We're just gonna be, I think, working on the Civic thing because we'll have the parts for it. Hopefully get it running, get some footage of that next weekend. Then I'll post it up for you guys. But other than that, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, let us know what you would like to see in our next videos. If you want to see more of the Civic, more of around, let me know. I'm always open to suggestions, and it definitely helps to have that. Know what to kind of focus my time on. But thanks for watching, guys.